Hello friends and family. Today we're going to make a tall bike. For those of you who don't know what a tall bike is, it's two bicycles welded together. Here's a shitty bicycle I got for free. That's bike 1. Over there on the deck, I don't know if you can see it, that's bike 2. It's kind of in pieces already, but it'll be the top part. So right now I'm removing the seat frame because that's where the bottom of the second bike will weld to, and then it'll also have an attachment point somewhere along here. Take these handlebars out, but leave these front forks, and I'll run a tube from this front fork setup up to the front handlebars on that bike. Alright guys, here you can see the this is going to be the top bike. The only thing you're going to save off of this is obviously the seat, because you're going to sit on that, the crank assembly, and the handlebars. And you leave the crank assembly because that's going to actually, obviously you have to pedal it, so that's going to drive the back wheel of this. And I'm going to figure out a way to use this tensioner to kind of keep tension on it. I took the gear adjusting setup off. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to have it as a set gear. Here on the top, this is the stem of the bottom one. I cut the handlebars off where they go, and I'm going to weld a tube to this that's going to run up through the stem of the top bike to catch those handlebars. Okay guys, it's all done. Are you ready? So what I've done is I've taken two bikes, stacked them together, and welded them so that they're in place. Taken the chain tensioner off of one of the bikes, using it for the chain to go to from the crank on the top bike to the back wheel sprocket on the second bike. Here it is. It looks pretty crazy. I haven't driven it around yet, but we'll see how it goes. Here it is. I've taken this piece of rod here. It just runs through the neck of this one. There's no bearings in this one because it's not load bearing, but this one here still maintains the bearings for the front fork. Welded in. See, I haven't cleaned it up or anything yet, but this bar here connects down to this tube just for some front support. And then on the neck, or on the seat stem of the bottom bike, I welded to the crank of the top bike. I'll cut all this stuff off the back later on, but for right now in a test drive, I just kind of want to see how it's going to work. Here's the crank. I had to see, this is the tensioner on the top bike, but I used the tensioner from the bottom bike and had to weld it on right here to keep tension on the chain. But it goes from the top crank down. Can't select gears, but I picked a gear that I thought would be good to start out in. Thanks for watching.